Benjamin will wissen, wie bist du überhaupt ins Musikgeschäft gekommen? How did you get started in the music business? That's what he wants to know.
We practiced a lot and did a couple of demos and sent all the demos to everybody, and then we got a record deal. That's how it happened, you know. That's the normal way. Playing a couple of gigs here and there and working our ass off while working on the songs.
Also sie haben viel geübt, sie haben viel rehearsed, wie er sagt, und dann haben sie Demos gemacht, die an Plattenfilm geschickt, also der ganz normale Weg im Grunde genommen, so ist er ins Musikgeschäft gekommen. Before that, like before you did music, you did a lot of strange jobs, I heard, like, you know, the porn shop thing with your dad. Is that a true story actually, or is this made up? This is made up, isn't it?
No, my daddy has a shop still. I wasn't really working, I was helping him out.
Right.
But that's the only job I've ever had, and I only did it for a couple of days, so I've never had a proper job.
So is this still going? Is the shop still going?
Yeah.
Cool, where is it?
Well, you know, the ones who really want to find out, they can.
Right.
But, you know, it's normally there's been like fans around going there, but they don't buy anything. So
right.
That's very bad business for my daddy. So everybody, you know, if you go there, you should buy something like dildos and anal plugs and all that.
Exactly.
Loads of videos and DVDs. That's what you got to do, you know. Otherwise, my father's losing his business, you know.
Why doesn't he sell your CDs in the store? That would be cool. Or like, you know, fan merchandise or something like that. A dildo with your name signed on it or whatever.
Maybe later on. You know, we got some secret plans, but you never know what's going to happen.
Also er hat in diesem Pornogeschäft ja bei seinem Vater ab und zu ausgeholfen und es kommen oft da Fans hin, aber die kaufen natürlich nichts. Die kaufen keine Dildos und nichts und keine Buttplugs und gar nichts. Und deshalb, er findet das irgendwie sehr, sehr schade, weil für seinen Vater ist das natürlich schlecht, aber sie haben geheime Pläne und ich habe ihm ja vorgeschlagen gerade, vielleicht sollten sie da CDs und irgendwelchen Merchandise-Kram von ihm verkaufen. Vielleicht kommt das irgendwann noch. Sally fragt, what's the most important source of your inspiration? Also woher nimmst du deine Hauptinspiration? Don't laugh at your fans. They mean it seriously.
Ladies.
Yeah. From the ladies.
Yeah, ladies are important. No, it's just about relationships and about loads of things, you know. I'm pretty young and, you know, trying to find, you know, things which are worthwhile in the world, and that's what it's all about. It's about soul searching.
Also, die Seelensuche, die Suche nach irgendetwas, da ist er auf dem Weg. Und die Ladies sind immer eine ganz große Inspiration, sagt er gerade. Is your girlfriend really jealous because you basically called a sex symbol everywhere?
Well, she's the only one I sleep with, so...
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, you're very true guy, even if you're going away for a long time and stuff?
I'd rather take a wank.
Cool.
Like, I think that's a lot more healthier. And I still haven't gone blind, so I'm pretty okay.
That can happen if you use Viagra, actually. You can go blind. Did you hear about this? I mean, not that you have to use Viagra, but that's what I heard. You can go blind.
Oh, beautiful.
Unbelievable. So this is coming true.
Unconditional love.
Also er ist sehr, sehr treu zu seiner Freundin und wenn er dann auf Tour ist oder lange Zeit weg ist, dann legt er selber Hand an und dann ist alles in Ordnung. Aber sonst ist er ein treuer Mensch. Infernal Lady will wissen, ich würde gerne wissen, wofür das A, B und das C auf der Rückseite des neuen Albums stehen. Okay, she wants to know what the A, B and C mean on the backside of the new album. Is this actually on here? I think it's the hardcover. A, B and C. Oh no, there it is. A, B and C.
Well, it's alpha, beta and cunt. No, it's just we thought that's cooler to sort of like separate the sides of the album in a sort of like old-fashioned way. The A side, the B side, and the C side on the digipack, because there's that one bonus track.
All right.
So that's it. Like having like gatefold, like double, you know, vinyl sort of a thing. So. That's the reason.
Also es ist im Grunde genommen wie damals bei Alben, für Leute, die die Zeit des Vinyls nicht mehr mitgemacht haben. Da gab es ja eine A- und eine B-Seite, die konnte man drehen. In dem Fall auch eine C-Seite, weil das ist das Digipack und da gibt es noch einen extra Track drauf. Love's Requiem ist der C-Track hier. Nächste Frage kommt von, es wird hier gerade noch abgetippt. Warum habt und tragt und schminkt ihr euch immer nur schwarz? Caroline 07 will das wissen.
Black makeup or what?
Yeah, why are you using... only, she says, black makeup.
Because I'm so beautiful, I don't need anything else.
Also er ist so schön, er braucht nichts anderes.
Okay. Just makeup fucks up my skin, so I don't like to use any makeup.
You don't use it anymore?
A bit of eyeliner every now and then, but that's it. So I just can't do it, you know. I can't understand girls who are doing like this thick layers of makeup. That has to ruin their skin. Because it ruins my skin straight on. If I have to wear a bit of that for a photo session, I'm having zits and all that next day around and really dry skin and all that. So
Okay.
I try to avoid it.
Okay, also er benutzt nicht mehr so viel Make-up, früher immer mit dem Eyeliner und so. Das macht er immer noch ein bisschen, aber ansonsten nicht mehr so viel, weil er kriegt ja ganz miese Haut von und er kriegt davon irgendwelche Ausschlagsgeschichten und so. Also er lässt es inzwischen bleiben. Damit ist deine Frage hoffentlich beantwortet, Caroline 07. Lost Vampire will wissen, was denkst du über Vampire? What do you think about vampires?
I'm scared of vampires. I'm scared of vampires and ghosts. But I don't believe they exist.
Which is cool. Also er glaubt nicht daran. But Santa Claus exists. He lives in Finland, I heard.
Yeah, that's what they claim. We've been fighting about it, the actual place where he's located at with the Swedes. So that's the reason why the Finnish people don't like Swedes and the Swedes don't like Finns, because we both believe that Santa lives there. And Santa Claus is joulupukki in Finnish. The Christmas sort of like whatever. Let's not talk a goat. Let's not talk about that.
Also die Schweden und die Finnen streiten sich um den Platz da in Finnland, wo Santa Claus ja lebt. Der wohnt ja da oben, der hat ja da sein Haus und deshalb mögen die sich nicht so untereinander, sagt Ville zumindest. Rocky will wissen, hat er sein Tattoo selber entworfen? Gute Frage, dieses riesige Teil. Whether you designed this yourself, he wants to know.
Well, with a friend. I had a friend called Hugo, who's now actually he's done all my tattoos, and he's just a friend, and I like his work a lot. But unfortunately, now he's moved to Amsterdam, so I haven't been able to do anything new. But
is he Finnish or
the guy?
Yeah,
he's Finnish. Yeah.
Right. Und also Hugo hat das für ihn gemacht, ein Freund von ihm, aber der ist jetzt ausgezogen, ist nach Amsterdam gezogen. And how long did this take? Also dieses auf dem Arm hier, das ist ja wahnsinnig.
Well, I'm a rock and roller, so I have to say like 666 hours.
666 Stunden natürlich, weil er ist Rock'n'Roller, da muss er das natürlich sagen, sagt er gerade. Das Adak fragt, das Tattoo am Arm, genau, das ist dieselbe Frage. Wie lange dauert es, bis es fertig war? He just wants to know the same thing. So I guess it took like a couple of weeks, let's say that. Huh?
Something like that, maybe. I don't know, I wasn't counting.
But it must hurt, or do you drink a lot before you get it?
No, not really. It's all depending, you know. But I can't remember, it was a long while, and I was doing promotion in Germany and all that, so we started out, I went away for a couple of weeks and then back and blah, blah, back and forth, so I can't remember how long it took. Also but yeah, it is painful, of course it is, you know.
Yeah. Es wurde in
no
Teilen
pain, no game.
No pain, no game, okay. Dann kann ich entziffern den Chatter, aber hier steht, ich würde gerne wissen, welche Botschaft hinter dem Song Circle of Fear steckt vom neuen Album. Wants to know what message is behind the song Circle of Fear, what's hidden behind this. Is there a hidden message?
Well, it's pretty straight on. It's pretty straight on. The message is there's that line that if you want to save her, first you have to save yourself. That's a pretty simple message. You can't be helping people out without not loving yourself first. You have to know yourself first until you are able to love, like as our sweet Lord Jesus Christ said in the Bible. Yeah. Love yourself first, then you'll be able to spread the true love to the rest of the world.
Aha, also man muss sich wie gesagt selber lieben, um anderen zu helfen. Man muss sich ja selbst helfen können, um anderen zu helfen. So you're not religious, but you believe in God?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, but that's sort of like traditional philosophies of life. You know, they're always the same, whether it be Buddhism or Christian systems or even satanic systems. I don't care. You know, I'm outside of religions. You know.
Also er hat mit Religion nichts am Hut. Knabi 1 will wissen, Ville, was hat dich zu Sweet Pandemonium inspiriert? Es ist ein super schönes Lied, a wonderful song, and what was the inspiration for that? What's a pandemonium, by the way?
It's like hell.
All right, okay.
Hold on, I can't remember how it's going. Oh well, it's about it's about understanding that you've got a problem, but you understand that you've got a problem, but it's very hard to talk about it. That's what it's all about.
Okay.
There's loads of like relationships that people have problems, but they never talk about things, and that's when it gets really hellish.
Aha, okay. Also es wird richtig höllisch, wenn man ein Problem hat und merkt, man hat das Problem und man kann nicht drüber reden mit irgendjemand. Darum geht's in diesem Song. Und jetzt weiß ich auch, was Pandemonium ist. Das wusste ich vorher auch nicht. Okay, nächste Nachricht oder nächste Frage in unserem Chat kommt jede Sekunde. It always takes a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, there it is. Cassandra will wissen, surfst du öfter im Internet? Auch eine gute Frage.
No, I don't. I don't have an internet connection back at home.
A TV set?
What?
Do you have a TV set?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Just no internet?
No internet. I check every, I don't check telly or anything like that. I watch movies, yeah, whenever I have the time, but that's about it. But I have the time. And surfing, there's too much porn. It's bad for your brains. I hate all the spam things, when you open up your computer and there's like teenage girls want to do suki with you or whatever, those sort of things. That's horrendous, and that's bad for kids as well. It's ruining the morale of the world if we don't do anything about the pornography, within the internet. It's a good source for information, yeah, but there's too much like weird things going on in there as well. I wouldn't let my kid, surf without like restrictions put in there.
Also mit anderen Worten, ihm ist es viel zu viel Pornografie im Internet und er würde da mehr gegen machen. Viel zu wenig Moral, sagt er. Und außerdem kriegt man andauernd diese blöden Spam-Nachrichten, also die ganzen Müll zugeschickt über irgendwelche Mädels, die irgendwas mit einem machen und anfangen wollen und so. Und das findet er alles gar nicht so gut. Und deshalb bleibt er lieber vom Internet weg. Und wenn er selber Kinder hätte, würde sie auch nicht einfach surfen lassen, ohne dass da irgendeinen Schutz oder sowas gäbe, damit die das nicht sehen müssen.
So loads of parents don't know what their kids are doing, so
yeah.
It's because you can find so sick stuff, like porn or violent stuff or whatever, and some of the information is not correct anyway. When it comes to, there's so many things going on in there. You really have to be adult to be able to sort of like filter all the information through in a way that you're just not taking it in.
Even then sometimes it doesn't work.
Exactly. It's hard, but you should be responsible for kids especially when they do that,
Also er sagt, ganz schön viele Eltern irgendwie wissen nicht, was ihre Kids da überhaupt irgendwie sich alles ansehen und so weiter und so fort. Und man sollte verantwortungsbewusster da sein.
Finally started to sound like a politician.
Yeah, cool. Well, finally on this show, yeah. I've done it. Yeah. Well, which leads us to the next question, which is, wie viel rauchst du per Tag? How many cigarettes do you smoke a day?
Well, I'm still using the Bill Clinton technique. So, no inhaling.
No inhaling.
Remember, when Bill Clinton got caught with that pot thing and all that, so no inhaling. When I'm stressed out, it's like 4 packs.
A day?
Yeah, but normally it's like 2.
God.
But I don't I just let them hang.
You should be long dead, man. 4 packs a day.
Well, I'm still young. I've got huge lungs. That's what the doctor has told me. So there's loads of space to be black. Yeah.
Also 4 Packungen, wenn es hochkommt am Tag. Also wenn er richtig unter Stress steht und so, kann das schon mal passieren. Üble Geschichte. Und er sagt, er hat eine große Lunge und viel Platz für Schwärze. Okay. The Sacrament will wissen, was war das Peinlichste, was dir auf der Bühne mal passiert ist? What was the most embarrassing thing ever happened to you on stage?
Not much. It's always been pretty okay. I've been like dropping my mic and stuff like that, but that's pretty basic. That always happens. So, and forgetting the lyrics and all that, and sort of like, nothing too bad. It's pretty easy.
No effects gone wrong or something. Or?
We don't use any of that shit, especially after Great White. So,
my God.
So it should be banned everywhere anyway, because people are not really taking responsibility for that. They should be checking out all the fire laws and all the systems. And it wasn't Great White's fault. It was probably the club's fault, because they know if the pyros are going to be done and all that. So it's a tragedy. But no, the sort of like the funniest thing was probably that Miguel, the bass player, he's sort of like the crotch from his jeans ripped off, and he doesn't use any underwear. So it was pretty funny playing like in a German big arena thing, and there was like loads of little kids in the front, and he was like trying to hide his little pimmel with the bass guitar, and it was so funny. And our roadies came along and started to gaffer tape it all together, all that, but that was good.
Okay, also der Bassist von Ihnen, dem ist mal die Hose aufgerissen und er trägt keine Unterwäsche, was natürlich irgendwie ziemlich übel ist, und es standen die ganzen Kinder vorne, sagt Wille, gerade die zugeschaut haben, und dann kam Rodi und hat das alles mit Klebeband wieder zusammengetaped. Lustige Story. Sarah will wissen, wann kann man ihn mal wieder live sehen? So that's the question, when you're gonna go on tour. That's October, you said.
Around October, yeah, we're doing a couple of festivals. I'm not sure. I think the only one confirmed is the MTV Campus Invasion in Mannheim. I think that's the only confirmed one, but there's going to be a couple of more, like 2 or 3 more during the summer. So we're just doing festivals now because, people are on their holidays and going for the festival, so there's no reason to do a club tour in the summer. So we're going to, when it gets really dark and cold in Finland, we try to sort of like come a bit south with every gig, sort of like try to get away from the winter.
Also wenn es ein bisschen dunkler wird in Finnland, dann kommen sie gerne ein bisschen südlicher, in südlichere Gefilde, damit sie hier Licht haben und so und Sonne. Und im Sommer werden sie wohl ein paar Festivals spielen, das ist das Einzige, was er bisher so weiß. Dann, Fienchen, triffst du dich manchmal mit Fans? Das ist lustig, die Frage. Do you ever meet with fans?
In what way?
Well, anyway, I guess.
well, at times, yeah. When we're walking out of a bus and there's somebody asking for an autograph or whatever.
But you wouldn't sort of go to a bar or something like that with a fan like that?
No. There's always something weird about that, because it's very hard to have a conversation if another person
adores you.
Well, maybe because of that, but it's a weird situation, and there's loads of people who think that they know me through the music and the lyrics, which is impossible. So it's nice to have a conversation every now and then, but we've got pretty weird fans as well, especially in Europe, outside of Finland. So weird people.
What do you mean by weird?
Well, people who like what we do too much.
Okay.
You should never like anything that much. We're just a band playing music and that's it. And that's brilliant if somebody loves it, but we're so different.
Mit dem Treffen, das passiert eigentlich nur so, wenn er mal Autogramme gibt oder so, aber tatsächlich ausgehen oder sowas, das auf keinen Fall, was findet er schon ein bisschen komisch, so die Situation, in der er sagt, ganz speziell in Europa haben sie eine ganze Menge Fans, die sie etwas zu sehr mögen, wie er sagt, die ziemlich verrückt sind, und er sagte, man sollte nichts zu sehr mögen, weil das dann ein bisschen schräg wird, die ganze Situation ist dann etwas merkwürdig. Nicht so sein Ding, und er kann es doch nicht so recht fassen, habe ich den Eindruck. Vajari, übrigens, warum werden die Him-Alben immer weicher vom Sound, was ja eigentlich auf dem neuen Album wieder nicht so sein soll? He asks, why the Him albums become more and more soft. I guess this is more rocky now again?
Probably that cunt hasn't heard the new album.
Exactly, that's what I just said.
We're going to be softer because we want to be softer. We want more money and more pussy. Yeah. That's the reason to become soft.
That's a cool reason.
It is, yeah. No, really, but there's always a reason to do an album, and you sort of like don't do a soft album or a heavier album on purpose. It's just like the songs find their own way in that sense. It's cool, it was the same like. Well, let's not get into that. That's a long story, but there's always a reason. And without doing a soft album, we wouldn't have been able to do a hard album. And then again, it all reflects in many ways. So.
Also es kommt immer auf die Songs an, sagt er, die Songs suchen sich ihren eigenen Weg, wie es hinterher wird. Außerdem machen sie softe Songs, damit sie mehr Frauen kriegen und mehr Geld verdienen. Das hat er so aus Spaß gesagt gerade eben. Aber vor allen Dingen eben, dass sich die Songs selber ihren Weg suchen und dann hinterher dabei rumkommt, was dabei rumkommt.
Well, they might be just the people who've been following us since the beginning, their hearing is getting worse because they've been checking out our live gigs. So they can't hear it so loud anymore, so it feels softer, but still rocking.
Okay. Also er sagt, womöglich waren ganz viele Leute, die bei den Live-Konzerten waren, die sind dann etwas überrascht, weil die Konzerte sind so dermaßen laut, und wenn sie die Platte hören, ist die natürlich leiser, und deshalb empfinden sie es als soft. What's your favorite song from all your albums? Well, that's a difficult question, I guess.
Well, I don't know. My favorite song
ever.
For example, Your Sweet 666. That's a good track, and we've been playing it for years and years now. I like that song a lot. I like them all, of course. There's no reason to do shitty songs. The idea is to do good songs, and that the band would love all the songs. So that's what we try to do. And I like the whole new album a lot, but I like the previous. I like them all.
Also er mag sie im Grunde genommen alle, und die sind alle super. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Die nächste Frage von Knabi 1 nochmal. Was ist dran an den Gerüchten, dass Burton und Guess aussteigen wollen bei Him? What's correct about the rumors that Burton and Guess wanna sort of quit the band?
I don't know. Maybe they wanna. You never know. But last time around, no.
Last time now. Okay. Also bisher, möglicherweise ist das so, dass sie das wollen, aber das letzte Mal, als er sie getroffen hat, war das nicht der Fall. Okay. Oh, cool. Next question ist von Sternchen. Würdest du sagen, ihr seid anders als Leute, die nicht berühmt sind? She wants to know, whether you think that you're different to people that are not famous.
What do you mean?
Well, she asks whether you think that you are different to people which are not famous, like to people that are not, pop stars or whatever.
They've got more money, so that makes me different. No, but I would never consider myself of wanting to be a star in that sense, that I would be sort of lifted on a pedestal and be sort of like more important, because that's weird, that's twisted, and that's sick. The idea is just to play music and be able to tour around with the best friends, in the band and all that. And that's beautiful that we've been able to do it, but no, I don't know. I still don't understand why people are thinking about things like that. It's like thinking about whether politicians are human beings or not. And of course everybody knows that they're not. So.
Also, Ville sagt in anderen Worten irgendwie, dass das nie sein Ziel war, und das ist auch nicht so, abgesehen davon, dass er mehr Geld hat als andere Leute, möglicherweise, weil er halt Popstar ist, aber ansonsten war das nie sein Ziel, da anders zu sein oder sonst was. Er sagte, dass das sowieso irgendwie komisch ist, also die Idee im Kopf zu haben, dass man jetzt dadurch berühmt werden möchte. Er sagt, es geht darum, Musik zu spielen und so. Und das ist eigentlich alles. Das ist das Wichtigste. Und mit Leuten rumzuziehen, die man gerne mag, mit Freunden und so weiter, die halt in der Band sind, und mit denen zusammen rumzuziehen und Musik zu machen. Und er ist happy, dass sie das machen können. Schon seit einer ganzen Weile jetzt. Next question? Not yet. Takes a while. Our system is a bit slow sometimes.
No, what is?
Because you were talking about pornography and stuff earlier on.
Yeah.
How about drugs? Are you into drugs at all?
Am I into drugs? Well, only the legal ones.
The legal ones?
Yeah. My asthma medicine.
Alcohol.
My asthma medicine.
Asthma medicine?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but it's a sick situation. I'm all for. I'm pro cannabis. I've been smoking it when I was young. I don't like it anymore. It doesn't fit me. It fucks up my lungs because I've got asthma and all that. But it's weird that you sort of like try to get more taxes out of like cigarettes, and you're trying to sort of like get rid of cigarettes at the same time while you have cars polluting the air as much as cigarettes do damage to your lungs. What about booze? Booze is really, really, especially like in Finland, it causes more deaths than anything else. And like, drugs have always been there, like whether they've been like mushrooms, like in Lapland in Finland, they used to, this shaman, they used to like drink the piss of reindeer while the reindeer had been eating mushrooms, and stuff like that. So it's, it's been natural for every culture. So, but the thing is, I don't like any of the chemical stuff like ecstasies and all that. And I've seen very many of my friends' lives being ruined by speed, meaning amphetamines or heroin. So that's a, if there's a kid who wants to try out sort of like smoke pot or whatever, it's very normal nowadays that he goes into a situation where the pot dealer is also dealing speed and saying that. Unfortunately today we don't have any pot, but we've got these pills and this funny little powder and all that, and that's a weird thing, because especially in Finland there's really impure amphetamine comes from Russia, and that fucks you up completely. So
the cocaine situation. What about cocaine?
Cocaine is not working in Finland,
Oh, right.
So it's not a like big thing, because we're so far up, It's very bad quality also coming from Russia and all that.
So you're basically only into booze?
Yeah, nowadays, I try to cut down that as well, Shots of Jägermeister every now and then, but, or a beer, Varstein is my favorite, but, there's too many things to do, And I don't want to sort of like fuck myself up completely before I'm done with what I want to do.
Also er sagt im Grunde genommen, früher hat er ganz gerne gekifft, das macht er inzwischen nicht mehr, weil macht ihm keinen Spaß mehr, und das findet er im Grunde genommen auch ganz okay, aber ansonsten steht er überhaupt nicht auf Drogen so sehr. Er trinkt ganz gerne mal einen Jägermeister, vor allen Dingen Warstein, das ist sein Lieblingsbier. Ja, well, gotta translate that somehow. Und er hat halt so ein bisschen Bedenken, also gerade bei Dealerei zum Beispiel, wenn es dann ums Kiffen geht oder sowas, dass die Dealer da irgendwelche anderen Sachen mitverkaufen und so. Er findet das alles so ein bisschen gefährlich, und er hat halt eine Menge Leute, die er kennt, irgendwie auch gesehen, die dann speziell mit irgendwelchen chemischen Drogen oder sowas mit der Zeit zugrunde gegangen sind. Nächste Frage kommt von Knabi. Wieso ist immer nur Ville in den Interviews und nie die anderen? Das stimmt nicht, die waren nämlich auch früher dabei. He wants to know why you're only in interviews right now.
Well, we were thinking of Misha, the bass player, coming along, but it's easier. It's easier without, they can really rehearse back in Helsinki, the rehearsal places. So it's better. It's better that way. I don't like being here alone, but it's sort of like there's more. It's wiser because we've got so much work to be done, and it's wiser that the band is in really good shape to play the gigs, you know, because I haven't had the time to rehearse at all, so I just got to sort of like go there, but it's really important for the guys to have that groove going on and all that, so that's the reason.
Also der einzige Grund ist, dass im Moment die Band halt in Helsinki ist und probt für die Gigs, weil die wollen absolut fit sein dafür. Das ist eigentlich der einzige Grund. Und er wäre am liebsten natürlich auch mit den anderen unterwegs hier, weil das halt netter ist, logischerweise. Aber geht im Moment nicht, weil die bringen sich gerade in Stimmung. Ich meine, die üben gerade. So, und dann noch CKY. Was hörst du sonst noch so an Musik? We had this question actually in the show before, but this is something different. So what kind of other music do you listen to? He wants to know.
Well, all sorts of stuff. Well, his name was CKY.
CKY.
Well, I listen to CKY as well. That's a band from America. Loads of different stuff. It's all depending on the mood. So I can't remember. The Cardigans.
Really
we're talking about the Cardigans.
The
Cardigans is pretty cheesy. It depends how you look at it. Or everything is cheesy, like black metal. Like Cradle Filth, they're pretty fucking cheesy, you know, wearing that penguin makeup and trying to be as evil as a man can. But thank God they've got some humour in what they do. But no, loads of different things. I try to keep my ears open all the time.
Also er hört sich eine ganze Menge an. Unter anderem auch CKY, eine Band aus Amerika, wie er sagt. Und Cardigans hat er vorhin schon mal erwähnt. Die mag er auch ganz gerne. Und solche Geschichten halt. Die Cardigans und viele andere, genau. Him Forever heißt der Chatter. Findest du Britney Spears oder Christina Aguilera hübscher? Which you prefer? Britney or Christina?
Christina.
Why?
You
think she's prettier or she's more sophisticated?
I'm not so sure about the sophisticated part. Well, I think she's cooler. Anyway, no reason. Britney's a bit too sort of like schoolgirlish, and you know, I've seen that stuff from my daddy's tapes way too much, so I'm fed up with that.
Also auf den Pornotapes von seinem Vater hat er genug Schulmädchen gesehen. Deshalb mag er Britney nicht so sehr, sondern stattdessen lieber Christina Aguilera. Letzte Frage kommt hier und es ist eine Frage von Estefania. This is the last question.
Oh.
Yes, already. By Estefania.
Time's flying.
Yeah, it is. Well, you're totally bored sitting there.
No. It's just
okay.
like, yeah.
Was habt ihr für die Zukunft geplant? Which are your future plans? Fantastic last question.
Oh, yes.
Could have been, you know, my idea.
Yeah, that's the best. The future plans are we're going. What are the plans? I'll tell you the long way. So basically, the plan is that now I'm driving to Cologne. Then I'm going to Munich, then I'm going to Berlin, then I'm going to Prague. We shoot another video there with BAM for a song called The Sacrament, probably. And then we're going back to Finland. We've got 3 days of rehearsals. Then we're playing 7 gigs in a row in Finland. We get 1 day off. We fly over to London. We play a gig in London. I do probably promotion in England. I fly to Stuttgart to see Neil Young. Then I fly to, I think, Lausanne. To check out to do a festival there with the rest of the guys. That's the start for the festivals, and then we're doing a gig in Russia, and then we're doing loads of gigs in Madrid and Donington Park and all that. So there's loads of little things we're doing. So loads of work. No like big plans. You know, I still want to sort of like my main goal is to be able to sleep in the oxygen tent with bubbles. You know, in the Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
you know.
Of course.
That's my main thing.
Also sein Hauptplan ist eigentlich, dass er endlich mal in diesem Sauerstoffzelt mit Bubbles, dem Affen von Michael Jackson, übernachten kann.
It's still the same. I want to know the truth.
Er will die Wahrheit einfach wissen. Er möchte einfach wissen, ob das wirklich stimmt alles, und das muss er einfach auschecken. Und ansonsten habt ihr gehört, was er alles so vorhat. Also einen vollen Terminkalender. Für die Freundin wird nicht Zeit sein, nehme ich mal an. Aber die weiblichen Fans wird's freuen. Das war Ville Valo bei uns im Interview. Thanks for coming along.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank
it was
you.
A pleasure.
Well,
wonderful time here.
And I hope we'll see you soon.
Definitely. That'd be lovely.
Dankeschön. Und danke an euch für die Fragen. Das war der Chat mit Ville Valo von Him.